Before I started your reading, I looked at the back of the deck, the bottom of the deck, and I saw King of Cups. And then I saw this card. So let's get started with this. I'm feeling like your energy is in the need for rest and recovery. Okay, so I feel like you're going through a recovery period, or it's coming up soon where you're going to be recovering some wounds. But I feel like these wounds are part of your process. So something might hurt for now, and soon it's going to get better. I'm also hearing something about guilt, maybe recovering from guilt and shame, something shameful or something that might have brought shame to you is no longer going to be seen that way. And so you're going to have this new a place to exist. Like, yeah, so when you can appreciate who you are for what you are and not how other people see you or how other people might judge you, I feel like you're going to have a new platform where you can speak your truth. So I see the scripture, and whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be servant of all. And what that means is whoever is the highest up will be the lowest. And then it also mentions that whoever is low will be high. And part of this card is talking about reading top to bottom. So kind of like this wave going up and down. Something is going to be strengthened here. Somebody's a dreamer. And also, okay, and I also pulled this card, the devil card. Like somebody's going to be chastised, specifically in a public setting. Like this could almost be like a public humiliation, but it might not actually, it might not literally be something like this, or maybe somebody's going to court. Um, or this could be just how you feel in public, maybe embarrassed, or somebody might have anxiety. I feel like this is going to change. You're going to start to see yourself differently, or see that you're strong enough to deal with whatever you were dealing with at some point. That's what's healing. That's what's going to be in recovery. And here you acknowledged. And also what you're being acknowledged for is something that you can be proud of. I feel like I'm talking to an artist who maybe does things differently. Maybe you've been practicing doing something like trying to compete with other people and practice and kind of base your skills off of what other people have done. But I feel like you're going to move into a different direction where you do what you want to do. You have permission to be your own person. With this emperor, you definitely have a lot to work with here, a lot of control, a lot of power. I'm seeing authority. And this is because of the discipline that you committed to. It didn't come easy, whatever it was. Maybe somebody was worried about the challenge. If you were ever worried about somebody copying you, it's just the people who want to be near you. They recognize your strength, and they're attracted to you. So don't feel intimidated by them. Even children may be attracted to you. Children, animals, people for sure. You also get angels are attracted to you with this sun card. I just feel like you have a blessing coming in. And you can see that this devil card was long forgotten about. Like it's going into the background because you might have been treated like a devil. Maybe you listen to heavy metal, and you recognize just the beauty of that sound. Um, and it's kind of like it leaves other people to decide for themselves how they want to think. Um, yeah, I just feel like it's almost like a phase where you don't care as much as you did before. So maybe some people are gonna think like uh, that that's negative, but I feel like those people are the ones that you're leaving in the past. The people who expected you to care about them, like worry about their feelings, and they wanted so much from you, but they had nothing to offer. Like if there's any guilt here with being okay and feeling good and not being concerned with other people's problems, you have this Saint card. Like you have more than enough people who support you and admire what you've done. Maybe you went through this darkness, this dark tunnel, and on the way out, you might only see a small light, but that small light is going to expand, and pretty soon you're going to be in such such positive space. Most things, if not everything around you and surrounding you, can be taken in a positive light. But I also feel like what makes you so attractive is the fact that you don't care. You're not putting on the show. Um, this volley of the shadow of darkness that you've been through pretty much beat out any cockiness. Um, it was really meant for you to go through this phase because it's just like it's impossible for you to not be humble at this point. Because I feel like you've been fighting for so long that and people were so willing to fight you over the slightest little thing that it's just like you just have this fatigue that you just like I feel like you're just like you just don't care anymore. This could be a masculine, a divine masculine, or someone who just feels very like not very emotional, but also like somebody just beat the emotions out of you or whatever these feelings were. Like you got so much stronger. Um, so it must be like the weaker emotions because being emotionally intelligent is not a negative thing. So I feel like you're really going to be seeing things from a different perspective, looking at things from a different point of view, and more looking at them positively. It's coming. Whatever you're waiting on is coming very soon. You just have to have patience. Let's pull some more cards here. You just have to have patience. Yeah, I feel like you struggled a lot at some point with just who you are because people were so jealous of you. They tried to make it seem like you were doing something wrong, but because you weren't doing anything wrong, it was impossible to fix your character and fix your personality. You could not change. I feel like you were leaning on perfection. Yeah, you could be a dreamer. You could be someone who daydreams or just has an imagination that is so useful to you. You got Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the upright. It's kind of like any way you look at this is going to be good. Just because of the trials that you went through, you were forced to see things from a positive perspective. And now it's just second. He's like, it just comes natural to you. And people gravitate towards this. They gravitate towards your ability to stay positive, and also because you're not so concerned with them. So maybe these are people who just want to love you from a distance because you've moved into this sainthood. Like people see you as a saint. They see you as a saint, and whether or not you see yourself this way, they see you as somebody who's non-judgmental, who isn't going to chastise them or penalize them for being themselves. And also, I feel like you're somebody who doesn't look down on people. Maybe at some point you did, but because of the situations that you've been through, it's just you just don't have it in you like to hate people anymore. It's just isn't energy and emotion that has ran its course. And it's not even like you have the option of holding on to it, just literally disintegrated. It's just one of those things that doesn't last. It wasn't going to take you to the finish line anyway. So people really see that as you being compassionate, and they feel like your thoughts are just kind of ever present. Like you never run out of things to say. You never run out of things, really thoughts, because we're kind of coming back to this full circle situation where you might have dealt with people clinging to you and always asking you what you're thinking and just being um, so impressed by you. Like you were constantly in deep thought and you just always seemed like your head was in a different space. You just seem so interested and mysterious. And then maybe you went through a situation where, for whatever, you fell into this depression and things just weren't the same. When you didn't have your, I feel like maybe you got stuck on a thought or something, or maybe you lost your train of thought and it seemed like it was just a small thing, but it could have lasted years, where you're really trying to put pieces together and things just all of a sudden didn't make sense. But maybe most of your life, everything just added up naturally. And so now that you've gone, your thoughts are that much stronger because now you know what happens when you lose your train of thought. It really goes over on the deep end. And now you know why people are so impressed by the fact that you're a thinker. And they want to know what you're thinking because they feel like it's gold. Like if they or even caught a glimpse of what you could see, it would change their life. And that's how I feel like I'm talking to an artist. Like you have an imagination that kind of speaks and stands for itself. And people want to bottle it up and sell it. Well, they definitely want to drink it, but they want to make a business out of it. They want to make money off of you. They want to make money off of your emotions. And that's kind of the road you're going. People are going to value you because of what you do for them, but it might not necessarily be something that you profit off of. It's just, this is where peace is for you. This is how you exist peacefully, coexist peacefully, by just not caring what people say about you, what people think about you, because it's all positive at this point. There's no reason to overanalyze the situation. Okay. This is the feminine aspect of the masculine. I do feel like this is, if this is a woman, then I feel like this is somebody who um is just fed up. Like it's this energy of being fed up. And just like I give up. Maybe you were fighting being attractive. Like you wanted your speed, you wanted your space, you wanted your privacy, and it just wasn't happening. So you just give up caring, and that's what's peaceful to you. So somebody has to go full circle and realize that people are still looking at you like a motherly figure. Even when you don't want to be bothered, they're still in awe of you. Because even your dark side is darker than their side, and they feel comfortable. Like they just feel like you can stand in the way of anything. Like if somebody's going to come and, what can I say? Like they feel like you would jump in front of an attack because you are more valuable. If that's a good way to say it. I don't want to say anything that's not going to be positive, but for them it's good. Even if it's just like, I'm done wanting to know how they think, because it's it's very selfish the way they think, but the fact that they're so happy around you just means that they get so much from you. From a business perspective, if you were able to profit from this energy and this love, then they would immediately get jealous. So there's no way you can benefit from this besides letting it go, being carefree again. like the time before you knew what they were doing. Maybe you're a painter. If this is a painter, I'm feeling like you have this, or something where you can sculpt people. Like you have this insight into yourself that allows you to see other people for who they are without trying to analyze who they are or change who they are. Going back to that place, that space where you're just doing what you're doing, making your art and not being bothered. I feel like that's the best route for you.